started to see what was going on and had to rush because this looks like it's a very dangerous situation. Um, Baton Rouge is about to get slammed. I don't think it's gonna be pretty when this is over with, because this is, whew. So the line back in Lafayette, excuse me, we had a gust to 79 miles an hour. That is a recorded gust. You had estimates of 80, which obviously if there's a 79 mile an hour wind gust, there's probably an 80. And now we have multiple tornado warnings as this line has moved eastward. This is not the time to do this. Okay. Very significant looking storms just off to the west of Baton Rouge that are about to approach into Baton Rouge. We're going to switch radars because I can use Hammond now. Gust to 74 all the way down here. I don't, oh my. Okay, I don't know what the radar's doing, but it looks a little dumb. That's the radar doing that. It's not like, oh, that's terrible. You've got three distinct areas of circulation, and it's really hard to see them whenever radar wants to do that. So at this point, my hope, I don't really know what there is to hope for because this just looks awful. But anyway, Baton Rouge is about to get slammed. Bottom line. But I'm hoping we can keep this in a very kind of small area because it's a pretty localized line. It's not very long. Typically these things are a lot bigger, but this one's very powerful. So my hope is that we keep it this way so that we can avoid New Orleans. But at this point, if you're in Baton Rouge, if you're from I-10 up to Hammond up to Roseland, you're going to get hell from this line. Any from those points and going westward. You're pretty much guaranteed at this point. Very hefty winds, some wind damage, tornadoes. I mean, we had a tornado go through Lake Charles earlier, a couple actually. You had tornado warning for Lafayette not long ago, obviously 80 mile an hour winds. That's what this line is capable of. That's what it's likely of doing. It's likely of continuing to do. So for the most part, I'm going to just let the radar play. I'm going to probably be talking for this first part because we've got way too much going on. I'd be surprised if they didn't extend this tornado warning. And I'm waiting for that because we're on Baton Rouge's doorstep right now. Now these are warned. These are warned for 80 mile an hour winds. At least this south warning is for 80 mile an hour winds, excuse me. This one, okay, they upgraded this one to 80 as well. Literally a minute ago they did. So both of these warnings are for 80 mile an hour winds now. Baton Rouge, this is 10 minutes from you, if that. Okay, radar finally fixed itself. I probably wouldn't tornado warn these, but these are very, very strong storms. Need to make. I'm gonna do another update on my Snapchat real quick. Excuse me for a second, sorry. Okay, so, okay, they are canceling tornado warnings. Okay, so the tornado warnings are starting to. Wow, they have all disappeared. Okay. So they just went ahead and canceled every single one of them. Um, Makes sense because these are. There's areas of rotation, they're just broad, the types that you wouldn't warn on. But either way, tornado or not, these are very, very strong winds about to approach Baton Rouge. At least this one says it's gone. Yeah, they did. There you go. And here you go. If I can pull up a tower cam or something in Baton Rouge, I've got to have. Ooh. I'm gonna see. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna load. I would really like it to. Lexi, where are you? Are you in Bruisley? Don't tell me you are. Because if you are, you're in it. Depends on where you are. Addis? Huh, well, it's here. It's there. And you're getting. This is a little high up. But 84-mile-an-hour winds right over Addis. That's a little less at the surface. But that is pretty much on your doorstep if it's not there already. Come on, give me a tower cam or something. Holy cow. Okay, here we go. Never mind. Okay, I do have the tower cam. I have a tower cam on this side, right on the bridge, looking out that way. You can't really see very much though, so I'm not really gonna show it. It's also terrible quality. Mine the good part. You're in the bad part. I don't know what else to put that. You're in the really bad part actually. There's no real good part of this storm. Once you get south, it's a little more okay. And at least the tornado part's gone, but there is no real good part. And I don't like how this just materialized southward. It almost looked like I was gonna get out of it, but well, we'll see. Very significant storms. Oh, okay, I did just see a power flash on the on the Baton Rouge Tower cam. Some ridiculous wind. And there are way too many cars on the road as you would expect. It is rush hour, or it's a little past, but still. Oh, this one's way better. We're going to have this up for a second also. This is the I-10 110 split looking toward the bridge. So we're looking westward. We're looking right at the storms. You can see it starting to shake a little bit as the winds are starting to hit it. And the rain's starting to get to it as well. And the bridge is suddenly just disappearing in the background. The line is pretty much right on. See the brake lights starting to get hit. Everyone's slowing down. Be interested to see what this does in a second. Winds are starting to increase. Can see the sheets of rain and stuff. Oh my. Wow. Look at that. Okay, there's the power flashes I was talking about. That's incredible. Wow. I can't believe I just caught that. So those, what you just saw, those blue flashes were transformers blowing up on the right side right here. Power is likely out there after that. I mean, their streetlights are still on, but I'd imagine they're probably separate on the bridge, separate on the grid. Here comes the charge of wind, which on camera it never looks as bad as it actually is. Is there sound of this? It says there is. I don't want sound anyway. See the camera's rocking and rolling. Those 18 wheelers do need to watch out because very easy for them to get flipped. Here comes the hefty stuff. And now you can't see barely anything right now. See people going about probably 30 miles an hour. Everyone's driving with their hazards on, which you should never do, but people do it anyway. Gonna take a quick look back at radar. Make sure nothing's changed. Another isolated spot of heavy wind there. Still looking pretty strong, obviously. Don't think anything's changed on these warnings. They are still both 80 mile an hour warnings. Appears that winds have died down a good bit. Maybe? I can't really tell. But yeah, everyone driving with their hazards on. People drive. Yeah, they told us not to do that in driver's ed, but people don't really care anyway. Oh my lord, it's a hazard light. That's a strong hazard light. Oh, that's why. I was gonna say that took up the entire screen. All right, I'm gonna jump. We're gonna jump farther east here. Let's see, Perkins. Seems like they've already gotten hit by the line. I'm trying to go in front of the line again. They're already in it. Doesn't look that bad here yet. I want like a good look, basically. I want a west-facing camera that looks up a little bit. I know they're not gonna because it's, you know, I believe this is an east-facing camera. We're gonna come down here. There's two right there. Incredible quality on that one. Not even gonna bother. This one's facing west. Pretty sure you can see. I know the quality is incredibly bad still. This is a pretty high up camera though, and that's what I want. I'm trying to get a little aerial view if I can. Not really. Oh, now the camera's shaking. Big gust there. Okay, tornado warning was just issued. I'm gonna go back to radar. Right here, there's a circulation here near Iberville, moving into Prairieville. That has just been tornado warned. It'll pop up in a second. It's a pretty wicked looking part of the line there. There it is. So, tornado warning. We're getting closer and closer now. Tornado warning was just issued for East Baton Rouge Parish, Iberville, Livingston, Ascension. This is very dangerous, no matter if it's tornado or not. These are still very strong winds about to cross the interstate. I believe this is Highland? Yeah, it's Highland right there. Highland Road. It's a wicked looking hook right there. Typically when you see tornadic circulations, you'll get these hook structures. That's exactly what we have there. Don't see any debris. New warning was just issued. Still 80-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, man, oh man. All right. I'm gonna go back to this for a second. We're actually gonna go. Hang on. I can get a camera over there, can I? Would like to know what direction we're looking, but that's still. I mean, that is way, way, way too much traffic for. Sorry. That is a ton of traffic for an area with a possible tornado. And that's, I mean, you see those flashes right there. I'm interested because that's where the tornado would be, is right there. Let's see. I believe we're just south of where this thing would be. Let's see, where's Highland? That's Highland there. No? I think if we're right here, it's gonna cross this camera. Oh my, alright. There's the wind. We've lost complete visibility. If there's a tornado, I think this is gonna get hit by it. And obviously we've lost complete visibility now. And it keeps getting brighter and darker when the cars pass. That looked like a power flash. That looked blue. Lightning is more of white. The power flashes and transformers exploding typically are blue. Obviously we saw that earlier. People are slamming on their brakes right there. Wow. They just slammed. Is there a tree down? Uh-oh. We're about to watch a freaking wreck is what we're about to watch. This looks terrible. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a tornado on it particularly. Did we lose the camera? Man, oh man. I think we lost that camera. I'm going to come over here now. This one might be looking right into it. See, the winds are going this way. If there's a tornado, counterclockwise circulation of a tornado, these are very strong winds. Counterclockwise circulation of a tornado, the tornado would be right in front of us. Power's still on here. Heavily shaking camera. God, I need to use this strategy more often. The tower camera strategy is working pretty well right now, I feel like. Once again, so many people on the road right now. Those are pretty strong winds, you see. Keeping this one right here because I'm just, just in case. How far do these go? Dang, we can go all the way down here. Okay. I'm going to be using this a lot now. This is south of the circulation, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, did this camera come back? Yeah, it did. Wow! This camera got completely flipped. So this is the camera we were on before watching when I was like, oh, we're about to watch a wreck. The camera got completely thrown from its original position. And we are now facing the complete ground. Wow, okay. That's pretty insane. This is getting rocked right now. Those are some strong winds, man. You can just see them getting ripped. The rain getting whipped in between cars. Rain sheets. And in person, that would look a lot heftier than what it looks like here. And now you might have just lost that one. The sky is green by me. What does that mean? Sky green means hail. That's typically that indicator. Yeah, so the circulation's already crossed Highway 61 where we were looking, and now it's over pretty much nothing. Well, I can't say nothing. Not yet. Still heavily populated areas now, but it is about to enter not much. Well, there's more houses there. I guess not. Still pretty good population there. But overall, I will say these storms are beginning to look a lot less windy. And I don't know if that's because radar angle, because we're getting lower to the ground, but whichever one, doesn't quite look like we're sustaining that kind of the insane intensity of the line that it was earlier. I do want to note that there's a whole different line down here. And I'm not sure. I'm interested by this. Because if we go to Lake Charles radar, that line looked pretty potent when I last looked at it. Yeah. So for areas that don't get hit by this line, we're going to just get hit by this one anyway. Now, I don't think it'll carry anywhere near the same intensity as this one, but it is just something to point out that just because you don't get hit by that line doesn't mean we're done. I'm going to switch to terminal radar real quick. Let's see. Go to Devon Springs. Can we get something that's not horrible quality? I think that's what this one's looking east. God, this is trying its best not to work. Alright, whatever. I want to load this. See, that part looks pretty hefty. Still some good wind here. I think it's because of, I think it doesn't look as potent from Hammond radar because the angle is changing of the wind. The winds are more blowing, they're blowing more southeast, toward the southeast. So Hammond isn't seeing it very well. Should get a new severe warning here very soon. So after this passes, this is going to transition into a flood threat pretty quickly. God. Okay. Can't stand when the radar does this, but those are strong winds. We'll just put it that way. I don't know how strong, because it's not letting us know. This is just textbook. Okay, new warning was issued the second I said that. And it will be down here, up to Laplace, just west of Laplace. Yeah, here he is. Probably 60. Yeah. So this part of the line is not quite as strong as what is up here. That doesn't discount it though. This is still a very strong line itself. And just take a look at that. Man. I'm gonna get... There's also hail in this, by the way. I should probably note that as well. Some pretty good hail rate approaching Gonzales. I am going to go back to a tower camera, and we're gonna go... I'm gonna go over here somewhere. That's probably looking east. It has to be looking east, actually. Oh, look, perfect. Okay, so the wall of rain and wind is right there. You can see it just beyond the trees. And here it comes. Everyone's hitting their brake lights before they even hit the rain. Oh, people. Okay, you can see the rain hit. You can just see, like, slowly falling sheets of rain. Interested to see what happens here. Wait, now that the lines hit, I kind of want the east-facing camera. Because I feel like this will do better. You can see it. Yeah, look at pretty hefty storms. Oh, that was lightning, I believe. That was see those winds hitting. I don't even know what we're looking at here. It's so bad quality. Oh yeah, I like this one a lot. So we're just gonna look. So quiet now. But give it about 20 seconds. Actually less than that because the rain's already here. We're just gonna watch conditions degrade. See the first sheet of rain, and then there's more off in the distance, and here's the rest. Bang. Flips up in an instant. Camera shakes. And here's the main part. See, winds in this area are incredibly strong. Still definitely severe. I think that was lightning. just continue down the line. We'll go to airline and I-10. This one's looking straight down. I don't care. There we go. Oh, this one's facing east. Oh, this would be so cool if I get a west-facing camera. Here we go. Look at that. So this is that line of storms. We're looking west here. Right down I-10. Look at that. This was the view I was hoping for this whole time. Saw the green tint at first. As you get closer, you lose that green tint, but as you can see, I'm about to get swallowed. I wish I had came on this view earlier. Would have been awesome. But this is what the line will look like as it approaches. Moving pretty fast. They're moving at probably 65, 70 miles an hour. Interstate speeds. We're going to watch this engulf. You can see this area of clouds pretty low, but not a tornado or anything. Just low rising clouds right into the front edge of the line. And now we're getting swallowed. You can see right there off in the distance. Here comes the rain. People are once again doing their favorite move, which is just slam on their brakes. That was a close lightning bolt. Slam on their brakes and put their hazards on. Hang on, I'm going to quick switch the other side. This is the east facing one, which of course has the worst quality out of any of them. Suddenly it starts shaking. There's the wind. I won't lie, I'm enjoying this. It's pretty fun to watch. I'm just watching as the tower cams get enveloped. And now we grind to a halt. Everybody. They're literally parked. This is going at perfect time. I mean, they are literally like parked there. You can see hazards on, of course. Of course. Yeah, no, you definitely cannot go fast in this kind of weather. Nobody's even going that way. This is the camera we were on before. Is there a south-facing camera? I'm guessing there's one in every direction. No, that's not what I wanted. This one also faces back this way. Interesting. Okay, I don't know why they have two. So there's not a camera for a while because there's nothing in this part of I-10. So we're going to go back. Well, I guess there's nothing up here either. Guessing this has been hit by now. And a walker. Okay, well we're just going to go back to radar for the time being. Yeah, walker's been hit. Tiger Stadium, measuring a wind gust to 60 miles an hour. Hail of a quarter size, which is 1 inch, which is being recorded in the line, which you don't normally see. My goodness. These are very strong winds that are approaching Springville, eventually going to approach Hammond. That was what was tornado warned. But they have canceled the tornado warning because it exited the box. Doesn't look like they're going to reissue that either, though, so it's expired. In Lutcher, it will definitely be there shortly. There's a small little circulation right there, right just north of Convent. It's an interesting looking feature. You can see the hook shape on that. Moving east at 100 miles an hour. I didn't realize they were moving that fast, but I guess it makes sense because these things have been flying. Hang on, I want to go back to this. It wants to go slow. We're gonna sit. They just both look at the ground. Cool. Give me a camera that doesn't look at the ground. I know they're traffic cameras, but, you know. Okay, well. I'm looking for. The Baton Rouge Airport only gusted to 47? Huh. Special marine warning. They're still warned for 80, and they're also warned for 1.5-inch hail. So some pretty hefty winds that just hit that camera, and at the intersection of Airline I-10. I'm gonna go back to Hammond radar again. Wind goes to 63 up there. Gonna wait for this to load again. Man. So east moving at 100. Starting to see lightning out my window now. Excuse me. Need a little break from talking for a bit. If the radar could stop doing that, it'd be great. Okay. Very strong winds, right? Well, I guess they're weakening a little bit. Still warning it for 80-mile-an-hour winds. That's updated as of 3 minutes ago. So we're still looking pretty hefty. Don't get me wrong. As you'd expect, there's a ton of lightning in these storms as well. Let's see if there's any damage that I can show. Excuse me. I've seen videos of wind, not seeing any videos of damage. Interesting. Probably hasn't come in yet because this stuff did just happen. So this definitely seems to be weakening up here, I will say. Convent's just been hit. Lutcher, Vacherie up next. Garyville. Then we get to Reserve, Laplace, Norco, Destrehan, so on and so forth. Up north, Hammond's up next. Although we get to Albany first. There's some damage. Tree down house in Prairieville. That was where the circulation went, I think, right? Yeah. It was right where that wind maximum went. So not surprising there. There's a new warning. I'll read this real quick. If it would let me. Would really like for it to let me. Okay. So we're going to drop it to 70 now. Still very dangerous. Can radar load, please? Okay. Might stick with the terminal for a little bit now. Winds are definitely blowing more this way. God, these storms are flying. It's honestly incredible how fast they're going. Even though, you know, I mean, this is a big push of wind. You still don't normally see things this fast. I'm starting to see lightning. I mean, it's just starting to look significantly weaker suddenly. Not sure why or what it did, but I want daylight for 20 more minutes. Just so I can see this pass in daylight. Yeah, it is definitely about to hit launcher. It is on both Gramercy and launcher. It is right on. I'm just gonna keep volleying back and forth between radars at this point. Because from Hammond radar, it looks. I mean, it makes this look down here like it's terrible. Like there's no wind with it. But I want to make very clear that that is not the case. Pretty quickly running out of things to say that haven't been said already. So I'm just gonna tone it down a little bit. More damage reports coming in. Trees down along Walker South Road and Arbor Walk Drive. Road completely blocked. Once again, looks like it was right in line with that circulation. Could have possibly been a tornado with that. looking northwest and I can't tell if I see. Can't tell if I see it on the horizon yet. That wait. Okay, we need to do this. I know they're looking into the ground, but better than nothing. Either this thing has the date completely wrong. It well, it definitely has the date completely wrong, but I think this is current because I do see lightning, and if it was 4 in the morning, it wouldn't be daylight, and it definitely isn't. It definitely isn't January, February 3rd, 2019. Don't think so. I'm gonna come to this camera first, though. Both looking into the ground. Can't tell if the line is it right there? This is right at the way station in Laplace along I-10. Lightning is nuts. Tell me how it is. I can definitely see the lightning on this camera. We're gonna wait and see. Because how close is it? Not quite there yet. It's still a little ways away from the Laplace. You can see the wind's picking up here. I'm just waiting for the Laplace special, which is random tornado just decides to form right over Laplace. That's normally what happens. Happened last time I covered an event down here. Still just waiting. You can see the lightning in the horizon. Ooh, that's pretty good. My window just doesn't quite face the right way. Like, I'm looking pretty much due north out my window right now. Well, that's a water spout, I can tell you that. That is most certainly something. I believe they just completely canceled the severe thunderstorm warning down here. Wow. Okay. Well, that looks really good then. So they have completely canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for the southern part of the line. Okay, that makes more sense. Baton Rouge gusted to 62 miles an hour. That's what I thought. It read 39 the first time or something. I was like, no way. Yeah, one of these is a full. Yeah, there he is. That's a full-blown water spout right over the middle of Lake Maurepas. And its current direction is going to be pretty much east, right toward I-55. We'll see if they tornado warn that eventually. Obviously, it's over water right now, but hell, I'm looking straight in. If I could look north and actually look over the trees that way, I could see that. Is there a camera that way? Hold on. Probably not. Oh. Oh. That's horrible. And that's facing the wrong way. That had me excited for a second. I thought I was going to look north and see a damn tornado. Man. I don't know what direction that looks. You can't see anything if it's that way anyway. Why does this have to be so garbage? Because I'm pretty sure that's looking the direction I would want. Oh, I think it's in the rain. Which, I guess it really shouldn't be. Oh no, there's storms there. Ooh. Oh, they did reissue it. So that includes me by a hair. This is severe thunderstorm warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds. What's curious is these little cells that are combining with the line. That's what, I'm pretty sure that's what the tornado comes out of. What that tornado at least did. I'm interested if that produces some more. It's a nice little thing, though. Come back to the terminal. That was this right here. I was too fixated on that. I forgot that I wanted to do this. You can see the darkness right over the trees. I want to see that water spout really bad. What is this looking at? I think this is looking southwest. Yeah, this sign is for southbound. So this is southwest. I can see the base over here. That's why I was interested in it. You can see the base of the storms, but this is looking the wrong way if I want to see the tornado. It's just in a bad spot in general. It's still there too. Interested if that lasts to the I-55. Curious little feature there. That thing is pretty powerful too. Won't lie. If any spot is going to get a tornado warning, it's that when that comes ashore. Trying to still switch back between radars. Yeah, that's strong. I'm very glad that happened over the open water. Because, I mean, that easily could have happened anywhere. This is definitely where I get worried about a flood threat also, because my god. Another wind report. Scattered trees down. Pretty expected. You can see the spin. God. It's very strong. Okay. So it's heading right for the bridge. At least pretty close to that bridge. You know how much I hate the fact that this is the camera that does this? Because that would actually be perfect. Because this is the one that's facing south toward the bridge. That camera is right here facing south. And that thing is coming right up at it. I wouldn't see it until last second, but at least you'd see it. But no. This one's looking north, I believe. Seems like I can't really tell though. Check tower 2. Dang, people, you already have your hazards on. The line's not even there yet. Man. People are incredible. There it is. Tornado warning for very, very southern Tange of Ahoa and very, very northern St. John the Baptist for that circulation that I was looking at. 13 miles north of Laplace. Been hinting at that for a while. Like I said, very, very glad that it is choosing to do it there. Useless. How high is this camera? Because it literally looks like we're in the damn clouds almost. Good lord. I'm really scared to go off that camera because I don't want to miss a tornado if it comes through there. That's the same radar frame that I've been trying to load past. There you go. Just go to mine real quick. I mean, if there's a tornado, it's right there. Well, we're gonna see it if it does. Well, maybe we'll see it. There's not really much to see, honestly, but, you know. Like the view on this camera's gotten better. I don't know why, but still can't see anything. Possible water spout coming on shore right next to these cameras. What's funny is that I'm now more focused on this than I am on the fact that I am about to get hit by this line in about 3 minutes. Because that's how uninterested I am now. Oh. Okay, visibility has gone to absolutely nothing. Man. Close lightning. There's not going to be any power flashes in this area. You can't see anything. Now, you can't even see cars on the road in front of you. Is there a flag on the bottom right here? I think there is. I mean, we've lost complete sight of the road, and it's right in front of you. Can't hear that anyway. I'm seeing lightning now off the distance. Well, that was interesting for about 3 seconds. It looks like it's on the ground. I don't know if that, I mean, whatever that was, hit this camera. And I mean, you still can't see anything. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come back down here because I'm about to get hit by this tornado. Or not, no. I'm not about to get hit by the tornado, I'm about to get hit by the line. It's a freaking another one. So suddenly this line wants to go tornado, 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 but look, well, I was gonna say luckily it's not doing it here, but then that looks interesting as well. Yeah, so this just happened there. That happened pretty quickly also. Once again, right in the water. I'm glad that they're doing that there. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna switch to this. Because now, it's my turn. I don't know what's flying, but it's about to not be flying anymore. So, okay, I am right there. We're about to get hit by the... We're about to get hit by this. I just saw a lightning flash and saw the shelf cloud. Pretty much right above me. Oh my. Yep, you can see it overtaking the top of the camera. See how windy it gets. Here comes the rain. You can see the wind in the trees. Just make sure. Strong tornado there again. I'm really curious about whatever that's doing. But, okay. No, that's not what I want. Go back to this. We're just gonna sit and watch this for a little bit. Because I'm interested about this too. You can see the clouds quickly overrunning the camera. And now the rain. I don't believe there's hail. Behind us, that's what that was? Cool. This looks like a tornado. I don't know. No real big wind yet. But we're getting there. I'm gonna switch back to radar for a second. Another circulation. They're just developing farther south now. Well, don't do it here. At least wait a bit if it's gonna keep going south. Just watching circulations on the line just start building south. Okay, yeah, I hear it. I was gonna say, there's the wind. That sounds... Oh? You can hear it coming. Like, there's a wind roar right now. You can just hear it charging up. It's almost here. Dude, that sounds awesome. But I also don't like the sound. Sounds freaky. There might be... I feel like there's about to be a tornado right here. Nothing that I see, though. It just sounds so mean. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much wind to this now, at least. It just sounds a lot like... It's a lot stronger than it actually is. I know there's a lot of cameras on this. Yeah, really, really nice. course. Yeah, the ones that are actually looking up in the sky are the ones that never work. You can see the winds pushing. There's a north-facing camera. I would like it, but whoa. There won't be a north-facing camera on the lake, because that would be looking at nothing. And they're traffic cameras for a reason. So, might be 2 tornadoes there. One tornado there, maybe another one there. Another one there. Almost another one there. Man. There's a lot of noise and a lot of roaring for not much happening. No live feed at this camera. Glad. Oh, cool. Cool. I'm not going all the way to Loyola. This one looks up a little bit. Not really a good direction though. There's the tornado I was talking about. That's a pretty significant water spout. Starting to throw tornadoes everywhere, but they're over the lake. Man, once again, say we get pretty lucky again, because that would not be good if that was over land. And I am a little worried they're going to start developing farther south, but that would not be... It would be my problem. But you can see just these mini circular... That's a really strong tornado now. Well, it's still 70. Still warm for 70 there. Don't want to speak too soon. Well, I guess I wouldn't be speaking too soon for over here, but this line has come down pretty significantly, at least down here. Still a very strong tornado though. Tornado warning has been canceled. Or it expired. That expired at 8:15. No, they canceled it. Yeah, that was a curious little feature. This one. That one formed right after. But luckily it did after. Nothing else is trying. I hope. This already looks a lot better. A lot better. Hang on, I'm gonna look at something real quick. Definitely starting to wind down, even though, well, rain-wise, things aren't really going anywhere just yet. Oh, well. Yeah, let me not speak. I'm not gonna speak too soon again because, might be the North Shore's problem after all. 70-mile-an-hour gust still. Because these coming on shore, which they might very well do, it doesn't look like a fun time. And like I said, there's another tornado forming right to the south of it. Don't know why they keep doing that. We've got 3 in a row over the lake. Well, not tornadoes, but 3 similar features. Ha. Yeah. Well, we've weakened significantly. My energy is already pretty much gone. There are still strong tornadoes, or a strong tornado over the lake. And then the winds on the backside up here are pretty strong also. Overall, though, almost done with this, to be honest. This line is weakening pretty fast. I'm trying to check. I think this, I had mentioned this line earlier, but it died pretty quickly. Would definitely appear that is what happened. South Shore, like it seems to always do, lucks out. North Shore, not so much, but at the same time, it's not completely like, it's not completely awful. Now, Lake Charles obviously got nailed earlier. Lafayette, we'll see. I mean, they got hit pretty hard also. Baton Rouge also got hit pretty hard. Farther east, though, not so much. We are Doing fine. I would think that this warning is going to be canceled in very short order. Honestly, surprised they haven't already. Well, this will definitely be one of the last severe events of the year, as it's very rare. Once we get into late May, early June, we tend to lose the wind shear. So we'll end up getting more, more of just your summertime pop-up storms that aren't severe. They just have a lot of rain and a lot of lightning. Last year was an anomaly. Last year should have never happened. Where we just got to 105 every day and then got, you know, supercells with large hail. Not this year. Shouldn't happen this year. This will be one of the last events. Obviously, pretty soon our eyes turn to the Gulf for hurricane season. And it does look like it's going to be very active this year. See, there's your circulation. Feels like a good time to go look for damage, I guess. We'll look for damage reports and stuff, pictures, whatever. Well, I guess we can look at the power outage map. Entergy. And I mean, I feel like it's pretty clear to see just where exactly the line has gone. Because, I mean, you've got a pretty clear line from Lake Charles all the way eastward. This entire town's out. And I mean, I understand why, because, good lord. This area got hit with 90-mile-an-hour winds earlier, and so did all of Sulphur into Lake Charles. Some of Lake Charles is on still. Well, some of Sulphur is. Most of Lake Charles is on. Go eastward. Some small towns are out. Iowa, the entire south half is out. Jennings, south half is out. Lake Arthur, that's completely out. I guess Lafayette has its own power grid. But you can see down here is out, over there is out. Pretty much every single one of these small towns west of Baton Rouge is out. Port Allen's completely out almost. And then scattered neighborhoods in Baton Rouge. Plaquemines completely out. Is this where that circuit? Yeah, so you can see north of Prairieville, where we were tracking that circulation earlier. You can see a line straight from there where all the power's out in that area. And then everything east of that is fine because either the line is weakened or it hasn't gotten there yet. So, yep, there goes the warning. Well, if there's a camera on the lakefront, not the lakefront, but the center of the lake, there's not. Dang. Or actually, I know there is, but it's just not here. I know there is one. I know for a fact there's one. Would have really liked to get in on that, but not quite. Henderson, Louisiana. Where is that? I think it's over here. Yeah. So I'm looking at an entire building, trees snapped in half. Entire building was taken down. Okay. Everyone's got videos from Broussard. Oh, I'm losing any will to keep doing this, but ah. I've been sitting here talking to a screen for an hour and 45 minutes now. I know obviously you guys are listening, but it's tiring after a while. Not really seeing much interesting anymore. Seems like these circulations are dying over the lake. This will be weaker on this scan. At least it should be. Yeah, and broadened out. It does make sense that on the lake it's a lot easier It's a lot easier to create a tornado because you don't have as much friction. It's a curious case. There are severe storms in the north also. Been interested by that. God, I can't believe 13 of you are watching this. I'm just sitting here dying inside. There's a lot of cool lightning still. Maybe. Huh. There is a ton of lightning behind this. Pretty good development down there. I don't think there's any wind push with that. Definitely go over some of these other wind reports, I guess. There's a lot more now. Went over that one. Did I go over that one? I don't think I did. Tree down a house, Bonnie Drive. Trees down at Civic in 16. All of that is just trees down. No house damage. No trees on people. Another tornado. Another water spout. Right on the lakefront. Like I've said, very glad that all of these tornadoes have been water spouts. Look at that. Pretty nice looking spin where that first circulation was that had the tornado warning. Why? Can you just see random lightning bolts? They're all off to the south now. Interesting. But yeah, you can see pretty cool looking spin right there. Little vortex that's probably got some pretty good winds on the south side of that. And Lacoma would probably be pretty pretty worried about the wins you're about to get. '17 watch. I don't know why. Nice to have you all here. Okay, if I'm in Mandeville, I am getting more concerned. I don't have a good angle on that. I need to get... Because there's not that much wind with it. It looks a lot more menacing than I think it is. Cool. Goes to 36 miles an hour. Yeah. I mean, there's not much more to this. Update the marine warning. Nothing changed. I guess we should use the cameras. Well, not like there's much over there. If we can look from the lakefront airport north, I would like to see that. Okay, cool. It's really nice. Really nice of us to highlight that. Nothing there. Could you shake any more? God, that is shaking so hard. Right at Louisa. So that's right on the front end. Guess we'll stick with this one. I mean, that obviously is not secured. Not secured that great if it's shaking that hard. I think this is a westward looking camera. Okay, there is lightning outside that looks awesome. It's not that strong. No? No, it's looking east. It has to be looking east. That's the bridge right there. What the hell? I'm getting confused by this camera because it's the winds are coming toward the camera. Like obviously, the winds are coming toward the camera. But we're on the west side. I'm gonna stop trying to guess what the hell's going on there. Okay, I think this one's south side. Okay, this is what I want. Yeah, here we go. This is a good camera. So am I safe in Detroit? Well, I think so. I think you're a little far away from this. Just short of probably 2,000, no, 1,000 miles. Yeah, and these storms are weak enough where you don't really need to be saved. We're good. Unless you're in Baton Rouge still, then we have a problem. But there's a ton of lightning in this thing. I would like to know how far on the twin spans this is. Twin spans are here. My Pookie's in Baton Rouge. Yeah, doesn't she live in Walker? Oh yeah, show me Walker. Yeah, that got hit earlier. I got hammered earlier, actually. Am I safe here? Alright. I don't know. Walker's well past this, but they got hit earlier pretty hard. There were a lot of damage reports from trees down in that area. I'm trying to get it to load back far enough to where you can see that, but it doesn't want you to. Come on. Yeah, here you go. So here's Walker. Trees down, south of town, all the way down here. Road completely blocked, trees down, tree down on a house on Bonnie Drive. You know, back here, tree down on a house in Prairieville. That's Prairieville, but you know, you get the idea. There's a pretty significant swath of wind that went through there. I'm gonna put these coordinates, whatever that is. I'm gonna be the dumb one, and we're gonna plug that in somewhere and see what I get. It just defaulted to east and west. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know what. So we put so we put the middle of oh my lord. Put the pyramids of Egypt. That's the coordinates he put. That's pretty clever. I'll give you that. 46-mile-an-hour gust at the midpoint of the causeway. So what? I'm not sure if it's there yet. Damn. So we just hit 2 hours on this stream, and I'm at 300 views right now. Total views. Can I fly my kite? Actually, it's probably pretty good. The wind will, the wind will be nice to you until you get struck by lightning. Wind spans are there. Right at the 510 splits. There's nothing there. Why would there be? Don't know why there's nothing there. This is south side again. So this camera looks south straight into right here looking south there. Which is exactly what I want, but we're not going to get a good lightning strike to look at it. If lightning strikes me, does that make me Lightning McQueen? Well, if you manage to learn how to run at 100 miles an hour, well, I guess go and find out. Go stand outside, put a metal pole above your head, test it out. 36 people watching. Why? I've been sitting here silent because there's not much to talk about. But, you know, line is significantly weakening now. Uh, Running out of juice to really feed off of. Just crossed through Slidell where there was still some severe warnings, but I don't think there's anything severe there. Had a few circulations down here now, but they haven't really done much. And there's gonna be some storms behind that start to develop. They might start running up here again, but they won't do anything much. We did have a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust at the airport, the Lakefront Airport, 63. So not bad. But I'm going to let this run for a little longer and then probably cut it because not much is going on much anymore. I'm actually going to come back for a second because I just saw we do have a confirmed fatality in Baton Rouge, or West Baton Rouge Parish. A tree fell on a mobile home. 2 injured and 1 killed. So that's unfortunate news. Didn't want to hear that tonight, but unfortunately that's what happens sometimes with these lines of storms. Mobile homes are a death trap. I heard Cecilia was the town. I don't know if, not sure where that is. But, that's unfortunate. Fortunate news to hear. Unfortunate news to hear. Hello from Arizona. It's a pretty far way away. I'm surprised they're keeping this warning going. Just 60-mile-an-hour winds at this point. I'm not even sure I would warn it on that at this point. Pretty weak gust the entire way down the line now. Well, I mean, I'm a little surprised they're not warning that. I mean, the line down here doesn't exactly look bad anymore. Huh. I mean, I guess there is nothing out there, but yeah. Most of the, none of these circulations are over population, so I mean, guess they're just leaving it as is. Guess I can check on. There's nothing going on down there anymore. I know there were severe storms around, but we've lost them now. Pretty interested about these supercells down here. Pretty glad that they didn't do this beforehand, because if we had, I mean, if we were getting supercells out ahead of the line over here, we'd have been in hell, but used to live in Louisiana. I had to escape the storms, so I brought property. I don't blame you. It's been ridiculous the past few years here. I mean, my house, we got drilled by Hurricane Ida. We almost got hit by a tornado in December of 2022. I mean, it's been rough. Last year had a couple hailstorms in the summertime, which we never get. We never get, period. Picayune, I have family there. There's not much going on there. Severe thunderstorm is to the south, but it's really not even that severe anymore. They'll be fine. Pretty much now this, I mean, it's just more heavy rain and lightning. I think this southern part of the line has some pretty good wind with it, but they're not really warning anything because it's not over much. You're over the marshes of Louisiana now, so pretty much all the population's cleared by now, but the Mississippi Gulf Coast is still in line, but they won't. Not going to see very much. It's pretty weak by now. Some cool little spinny action happening though. Satisfying to look at. Not too much to say right now. Not issuing anything down here still, so. Still some pretty good thunder and lightning outside, but I mean, I would love to see one of those crawling, one of those anvil crawler lightning bolts right about now. This camera is outside my house. It would be nice to see. But I doubt that's gonna happen. And I'm not sitting there waiting for it. Severe warning has been canceled? Or was it just... It expired at 9:45, and now we have no severe warnings for this line at all. I did notice that there was some more rain developing back here. Some storms behind. Still got some circulations and stuff, but over nothing, like I said. So we are winding this down. Couple flash flood warnings out because it's New Orleans, you know. Excuse me. They issued another marine warning. Why? Strong post-thunderstorm winds will continue to push across Lake Pontchartrain for the next couple of hours. Why? Where? Are the winds back behind the line really that strong? I mean, they're not bad. They're just not 60 mile an hour strong, I don't think. check some. Check this for the last time. I don't think there has been any. Nothing's really been added. Looks pretty good to me.